Okay, good morning, girls and boys, and welcome to Thursday. I've lost count on how many days lockdown we are. I hope you've been keeping busy and not doing too much screen time. Says me, who's giving you a computer class, but that's fine. You must try and balance it. Okay, kids, so today we are going to be coding with Anna and Elsa from Frozen, which is quite exciting. I must say I've had so much fun putting all the prep together for this. Just a hint before we start, please always have your mic muted and video off, and only click and type on the chat if you need assistance, and I will help you as soon as I can. Okay, so like I said to you, today we're going to be coding with Anna and Elsa from Frozen. You remember the movie Frozen? Once again, the pictures and music from these platforms are fantastic, but we're going to have to mute it so that we can carry on with the lesson, but when you work at home, you can have it on. Okay, a little bit about me. I'm one of a twin, and we are both passionate about teaching computer technology to both children and adults. Okay, about coding. Let's learn a little bit about coding. Some quick facts. Learning to computer program is just like a foreign language. The earlier you start, the easier it is. Computing powers nearly every industry, from education to farming, from law to business, and from construction to medicine. Coding must be fun, it mustn't only be educational. Okay, so here are some new words for you that you will learn today, that we're going to be working with in the programming. A loop, which is a repeat, and I will explain it once we're on the platform. Pixels, which is, let me explain very briefly, when you take a picture and it's very, very dotty, that means the pixels, you've got to change the pixels to make it more clear. So you'll learn about pixels and degrees. Obviously, you all know that from your maths. How far must this person turn to draw a line, etc. But you'll see that all on the platform. Okay. A little tip before you start. Right at the top of your page, once we are on the page, and I will take you through it, I need you to mute the site. Obviously not when you're watching the videos, but you can unmute it very easy just with the right click. That's because these platforms have nice music and rah-rahs when you finish coding successfully, and you don't want that interfering with the lesson, but obviously when you're at home you can do it. Okay, a few tips before we start. Read the instructions at the top of the page carefully before you start. At the top of every lesson, there's a very clear instruction as to what you need to do. And in fact, most of them show you exactly what blocks you need to look at using in your code. You can set the speed of your run by clicking on the tortoise or the hare. Okay, so obviously the hare runs fast, tortoise slow. So if you are battling with a code and you don't want to sit and watch it go through slowly, you can just move. It's a simple slider back and forth to make it go quicker or to make it go slower, so you can see if you've made mistakes. It's very handy. It's one of the few ones that has got this in. Deleting or removing blocks of unused code, you just drag to the left. I'll show you that once we're on the workspace. And at the top of your workspace area, you will see a little block like this, which says on your workspace at the moment normally has one, sometimes more blocks, and you should be using 4 or however many blocks for that specific code. So use that as a guideline. It'll just help you in how many blocks you must use. And then right at the top of your page you will see, and I'll show you once we're in there, your progress to see what lesson you're on and how you're doing. Okay, so at the end of the lesson, you will know and understand the different areas of your coding page. Okay, there are 4 different areas and I will take you through it. You will have used picture blocks to create your code, and code.org uses a function called Blockly. You will learn to work with repeat and blocks that can already draw a shape. Now this is interesting. So what they've done is they've actually coded the steps into the block, which is handy. You will be using the run and reset button. and you will see your progress, which I mentioned on the previous page at the top. Okay, how many lessons this? I was on 12 when I took that screenshot. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to go to your browser. Now your browser is either Google or Bing or Mozilla, whatever you use to go and look for information or go onto websites. And you're going to type in Code with Anna and Elsa. Now I'm quickly going to go to my web page. Okay, so just be patient. Okay, and you're going to type in code.org, and you can put in frozen as well if you want to, and it'll find exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Okay, and you're going to enter. And the top one is code.org, Code with Anna and Elsa. And you're going to click on it. Okay, I quickly want to talk to you about the videos. I can play the video for you, but you won't hear the sound. So obviously, you're going to watch and listen to the video, and I will watch and listen my side. And then when we are finished watching the video, and I will try and remember to remind you at the top here, you're going to right click and you will go to mute tab. That'll stop the music playing in the background and the rah-rah. Okay, so I want you to watch the videos. They are very informative and they lay them out very nicely, and they explain things beautifully. So this is a 3-minute video, okay? And sometimes they break them up in sections. So watch your red line. It must be at the end before you finish. Oh, sorry about that. I clicked on something and it stopped the video, but you can carry on watching. Okay, are we all finished watching the video? And this is where we're going to go to the top tab at the top here, right at the top of your screen, and you're going to right click on your mouse and you're going to say mute tab. Okay, when we get to the next video, you'll do the same, right click and you'll unmute tab. Okay, and as I say, when you're at home and you're playing with this platform on your own, you don't have to mute the tab. You can listen to the music, and some of the music is jolly good. All right, so it says here, hi, I'm Elsa of Arundel. Help me create a single line. So you're obviously going to click on OK. So that was your instruction block that I was telling you about, boys and girls. It'll always have it there, and sometimes it'll even tell you which blocks to put in. It's giving you a bit of a guideline here. Hit run to try your program. We're just going to close that. Obviously, that's run. And remember when I told you about the tortoise and the hare? If you want your code to run quickly, you'll just slide it. Okay, so you can decide how fast you want your code to run. And then down at the bottom here is the video again. If you feel like you really need to watch it again to give you some help, they're absolutely fabulous, those videos. Okay, here is obviously where you get your blocks from and your workspace. Okay, remember I said to you, here's an indication of how many blocks you need to use for this specific little challenge. So it tells you here you only need 2 blocks. Okay, so we are going to, and pixels is obviously how far in this case. We are going to move forward by 100 pixels. Should we try that one? And if you want to change these things, you can click on the arrow, which is kind of cool. And sometimes they will give you guidelines as to how to change those. So let's see. First one's quite an easy one. We're going to drag it, and obviously you need to click it there. It'll go click, and you can go to run. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you this. When you're starting out, you might want to just make that a bit slower so you can see. Fabulous. So it'll give you this little screen every time. It'll also tell you if you use too many blocks. It's not a train smash if you use too many blocks, boys and girls. You can always go back. It really isn't. At the bottom here, it said, did you like this puzzle? Yes, you did. I liked it, so I'm going to continue. Okay, so here's your lessons at the top. The green button tells me that I've finished the lesson successfully with the right number of blocks. If it's this white color, that means you didn't even finish the lesson. If it's light green, you used too many blocks. Once again, don't stress about that kind of stuff. You can always go back and redo it. Okay, so let's read the instructions here. Now let's see if we can create 2 lines that are at a 90-degree angle to each other. You will need to use the turn block as well as the move block. Okay, so I'm so glad they did this, because I don't know about you, maths wasn't my favorite subject at school. So it kind of shows you the angle as you hover. Okay, I'm using a new word here. Hover means you take the mouse to see what's behind there. Okay, and it shows you the angle, which I think is absolutely fabulous. So let's see. We've got to move forward. I would say still stay by 100 pixels. And then something very important. You've got to, whenever you start one of these, you've got to look at which way you are facing. You must be facing in the direction, obviously, of what they want you to draw, create, move around. Okay, I think she's facing in the right direction. Okay, and here's where you're going to have to know your left and right, boys and girls. So obviously she's facing forward. She's got to turn down, but there's no turn down. So which way are we turning? We are turning right. Okay, and I would say that's a 90-degree. You can check it. Right, I'd say that's a 90-degree. And then she's got to move forward again. Am I right? Okay, should we give that a try? Okay, let's make that a bit faster. Fabulous. We're all happy with that one? Right. Everyone happy? Okay. All right, so let's read the instructions again. It seems like we're halfway to making a square. Let's put 4 lines together to create a square. Now I want you to take note that suddenly there are grey blocks here. These are ones you can't really change, and you can't move them into the bin either. Okay, they are put there as part of the exercise and you have to complete it. So let's have a look. Workspace, there's 3 blocks, yes there is, and we've got to use 8 blocks. So I'm going to give you a few minutes and see if you can work this one, remembering your right from your left, girls and boys. Remembering your right from your left. Okay, so I'm going to start. So I want to move forward, and then I've already got to move forward and turn right in. Okay, so this is a move forward, and is it a left or right? I'm not sure. Sometimes it's easier to actually face the direction she's facing, and then you can see which is your left and your right. If you're not sure, which you should be sure by this stage. Okay. Right, so she's turned right. So she's got to go forward again. Right, so should we put a forward in? And then it's another right. This is a square, so it's all rights, am I right? And then she's got to move forward again. Okay, so now I want you to take note about all this tedious code that we're dragging onto the page. Can you imagine if you're making a huge, big square, lots of squares on it? Oh my word, it'll be here forever. So that's where we're going to talk about the loops in the next session. So let's put the hair on and let's go. Whoa, fabulous. Okay, I like that puzzle. And we're going to continue. Okay, are we all happy once again? So now we're on lesson 4. This is where you are going to unmute your tab so that you can hear the video. Unfortunately, on this platform, you can't hear my video, but you can see it. So I'm going to play it. It's 1 minute 16, red line to the end. Listen to the video. Okay, the videos for me are very helpful, and they will be, and you can watch them again, boys and girls. You can watch them anytime you want to. All right, so once again, we're on lesson 4, and we're going to read our instructions carefully. Hi, I'm Anna of Arundel. Let's make a square with the repeat block. And we're talking about repeat, which is a loop, which uses fewer blocks. How many times? Okay. Should the repeat block loop the blocks inside to make a square. Okay, so think about that. Think about that in your head. How many times, what number do you think we're going to have to put in there to make a square? Okay, think about that carefully because you're going to do it. Think about it and put a number in and try it out. Okay, so it's already telling you it's got the 4 blocks on, so we don't have to add. It's doing it for us. We just have to make the one change. Okay, so I'm going to say the square has got 4 sides, so I'm going to guess that it's 4. All right, so let's try that. Okay, sorry, I needed to mute my screen there. It was making a bit of a noise with her skating on the ice. Okay, did we all get that? So this repeat button can help save you a lot of work with dragging in blocks, dragging. And you can sometimes, as we might be able to see a bit later on, depends how far we go, put a repeat in a repeat. And that gets interesting. Okay, so let's carry on here. Okay, so we're on lesson 5. So we've got 3 squares here. You can just see them. And once again, it's put all the code on for us and we only have to repeat. We only have to put the number in. So how are we going to do that? Okay, easy peasy, click there, and we're going to do it. I'm going to say 3 times, do you think? No, you must watch out. This teacher likes to make mistakes, and then you have to catch me out, okay? It's because I'm thinking because there are 3 blocks there. Okay, let's try this. Oopsie, we've got a problem there. And I think we didn't pick up this one. We had to put something in here, right? She's skating around there and she's getting to a point where she's saying, I can't read question marks. What are question marks? So let's see, she's got a turn to go to the next block. So let's see. Do you think that might work? No. Give it a try. See which one you can try. Okay? See which one you can try, and then I'll try with you in a couple of minutes. Remember, she's got to turn from there to there, so you can check your angle. Okay, I'm going to try 120. Just let's give it a try, okay? And let's make it a little bit quicker. Oh, there we go. For someone who wasn't good at maths, I got that right. Fabulous. Okay. If you use too many blocks, it will tell you on this block. Okay, so we're getting along well here, girls and boys. Right, now this is where it gets interesting. Okay, and I'm going to see if you can work it out. Look at that pattern, oh my soul. All right, so can you create a snowflake using the repeat block to make a square 10 times? Oh my gosh. And the turn block to turn 36 degrees between each square. Okay, so you've got to think about this very carefully. Remember, I said to you, you can put a repeat within a repeat. Okay, and this is where we are going to have 2 of these blocks. See if you can work it out, and I'll try and work it out. I've seen where I can change this number to. And I think that's my clue there. Okay, so first of all, let's pull this whole thing of code down and put a repeat in. And it says here, repeat block to make a square 10 times. So I would think, let's try 10 in there. Okay? Right. And because a square has got 4 sides, I think I'm going to guess at leaving that at 4. Right. And moving forward 100 pixels, it's the same squares as we've been doing all the time. So I'm happy with that block and the right by 90 degrees because that's how we made the square, remember? Okay. Now we've got to move it to get to the next square. And this is where the trick comes in, but they've given us a hint. Okay. Read your instructions and see if you can see another number that you need to put in there. Okay. So they've given us a hint for both the numbers that had question marks in. See if you can work that one out and give it a try. Give it a try and see if it works. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just working with it like you are. Okay, can we give it a try? Should we go a bit slower this time? See if we were right. Hoo-ha. How beautiful is this snowflake? Okay. Okay, girls and boys, that is fabulously clever. Now, do you understand how you can use the repeat within a repeat? And you will get used to it. You can play this one again in your own time. It's very, very cleverly done. Right, now I want you to have a look at this screen. This is so cool because it's got a link here. So what you can do, send it to mom and dad or bigger brothers and sisters who've got a phone. Send to phone. And they can pick up and watch your code. How clever is that? I just love it. When I was teaching, the girls used to send me their code and it was just so much fun, especially the dance party, but I'll talk to you about that when we at the end of the lesson. So I like that puzzle. I thought that was great fun. Okay, so we're going to continue. Right, so once again, you can see we're on lesson 7 and we've been good children. We got the right number of blocks. Once again, if you skip one or you have a light green one, you can always go back. Just don't click on finished until you've finished all of them because then that defeats the object of the process. Okay, so let's see what are we seeing here. Wrap a repeat block around these commands to create a plus sign. Did you notice Elsa can move forward and backward? Right, we did, didn't we? Because we've got the option there. How cool are these options here on the blocks? Okay, so it's put 4 or 5 on, and we've got to, it's telling you exactly what to do, girls and boys. So I want you to give it a bash. It's telling you exactly what to do. Wrap means insert, okay? See if you can do it for me. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Okay, so let's give that a try. It's telling you, wrap a repeat block. So we're going to pull all the code down, put it in there, click it on the when run, and let's see if it works. Let's make this a bit faster. How cool is that? Fantastic. Okay, so we are on lesson 8. Ooh, this looks interesting. Sure. Now try repeating it 10 times. Girls and boys, you must remember to read the numbers here, because sometimes they're actually giving it away for you. And mostly, they have the right block for you. So just watch and play here. Okay. Now try repeating it 10 times. How many degrees do you need to turn between each line? Okay, so you've got to wrap the repeater on there like they used in the last one, and you've got to change this one. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to see if you can work that one out. It says you only have to add one block, and it's already given you the clue in the instructions which block you must put in. Okay, so let's give this one a bash. I'm going to bring my repeat and I'm going to drop them in there, move it up, and then, as I said to you, my maths wasn't my favorite, but anyway, let's see. We've got to look at this angle here, okay, between the lines. They all seem to be the same. So it's no. Maybe let's give that a bash. Okay. There we go. I was thinking maybe we could try 120, but that would have taken her right round, not right. Okay, fabulous. Are we all happy so far? Right. Okay. Yes, we've only got 10 minutes left, so we're going to try one more. We're going to go to lesson 10, which I might finish off and let you carry on your own. Oh. We're on lesson 9, sorry. We just did that one. Oh, no, we didn't. Sorry, I'm getting a little confused. Sorry, boys and girls. Okay, so let's repeat it 90 times. How many times does 90 go into 360? I want you to work that out quickly. Because that's the number you are going to have to put in the bottom here. Quickly do a division sum. So we're going to pull our repeat on and they put the 90 in for us. Oops. Just be careful about this block. It tends to pull to pieces. The random color, and you'll see how it works. You can change the colors. Okay. All right, so did we work out how many times does 90 go into 360? Well, go on and get your calculators out or work it out in your head. All right, I think it was. Should we try 4? My mathematical brain says that. Okay, so now look at the top. I can use 2 more blocks. But you know what? I'm going to give it a bash. Watch the random color. Now I've got a feeling it's going to tell me I'm wrong because I'm short of blocks. She's getting tired, I can see. You see, this is where you need to use your go faster code. Okay, fantastic. So we got it right. Oh my word. Okay, so you can replay or continue. And once again, this is another one you can share. That was absolutely amazing. And as I said, you can change the color if you want to. Okay, I think we may have time for a quick one. In fact, I'm going to let you try and work this one out because we've got to start winding up at 22 so that I can finish off the lesson. Okay, so you've got quite a few things to change here, okay? So you need to use a repeat around the block, so you know that, to create a parallelogram. Once again, read the instructions, They give you the answers. Obviously, as the further you go in this, they're not going to be as explanatory as this. So read, wherever the question mark, read. What are they telling me to do? Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 tips here. Okay, and then I want you to do the rest by putting the repeat in, okay? And see if that works. All right, let's see if we can quickly do that. So I'm going to bring my repeat out, drag my code in. Okay, let's see if I'm right. I'm going to make it a bit faster now because I need to finish up. Sure, that was easy. Goodness me. Okay, boys and girls, you'll see we've got to lesson 10. I want you to try and go and do some of these yourself. Just please, I'm encouraging you not to click on that until you've finished because you're just kidding yourself. When you click on finished, and I'm going to explain to you now. All right, so I'm going to quickly stop my screen share so I can go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, so let's quickly recap. We've got a few minutes that we can recap and wind up the lesson, and then you can stay on your page and carry on a bit yourself. Your coding page is divided into 4 sections. Remember, we worked with the instructions. You had the area where you fetched your blocks, you had your workspace, and you had your run area. Okay, so those are the 4 sections that are on your page. How did you delete a block you no longer needed? Well, we didn't actually do that, but you're going to just click on the block and drag it back to the block section and it'll drop it in the bin for you. We'll drop it in the block bank. Okay, and then how did you change the options themselves on the block? Isn't this an absolutely fabulous function? Where you can click there and change shape, size, color, degrees, absolutely fabulous. Okay, I think you all understand the purpose of repeat and how absolutely fabulous it is. I wish I had one of those when I was doing the dishes. Just put a repeat round it every evening and it did it for me. Wouldn't that be great? Okay. Can you reset your code once you have clicked on run? Yes, of course you can. If you see it's going wrong and it's going pear-shaped, you can reset. Of course you can. And then if sometimes, girls and boys, you're going to get to a screen and think, oh my word, I don't know what's going on. I'm just so confused. You click the start over button and it will clear your screen and you can start again. Do that. If you're getting confused, that's fine. It'll help you clear your mind. Once you have finished the 20 lessons, you can click on I have finished. And once again, I reiterate, boys and girls, don't jump the lessons because you want to get to finished. It does get more and more complicated. It starts off easy and it gets quite tricky and it's lots of fun. Put your music on, unmute the tab and enjoy yourselves. This specific one actually gives you an option to put your name in a block. So when you say click on I've finished, it says you can enter your name and it will actually put your name on the certificate, which is fabulous. Ask your parents to print it or save it or share it with your family. Okay, that's what your certificate will look like. Okay, girls and boys, there are loads of other Hour of Code games you can access on the Disney page or on the Hour of Code, code.org, any one of those. There's Dance Party, there's Artificial Intelligence. Go and take a look and give them a bash. Okay, so I'm going to sign off now. Once again, reminding you not too much screen time, boys and girls. Go into the garden, do some somersaults, throw a ball for the dog, get some fresh air and some vitamin D, and enjoy your coding, but not too much. Goodbye for now and have a wonderful day further.